What's up, gamers? My name is GM Dre, and welcome back to another Unreal 4 tutorial. Real quick, Tesla Dev, who is my favorite YouTuber for Unreal tutorials, go subscribe to him. Please go subscribe to him. He does way better tutorials. I usually only modify what he does to fit my needs. Okay, so recently he did a tutorial on target points. This is a little piece of my game, and I used his tutorial to get the door to open. But I also altered his tutorial a little bit to fit my needs to make the door close again. See? It opens and it closes. Real quick, let's take a look at how that works. This might glitch a little bit for a second. Oh, okay, no, it opened right. So what that is right here is I have an input I used, project settings, and I have a use action input. And what we do is we have this box trigger, we open it up with a gate, and then we sequence it out to open the door and to close the door. Now on later levels I added 2 more pins for making the door when it's open, because it would glitch through the wall a little bit. So I would toggle the visibility and use a delay, and what that would allow me to do is just 1.5 seconds right here to match the time, and when the door is opened it will disappear. Oop, I don't need all of it. And come down here with a delay. Actually, this is good for me. Visibility, toggle visibility, come back, down, 4 seconds. Okay, so now what that'll do for me is it'll turn the door invisible so that it doesn't glitch through the walls, because the walls aren't very thick. So now, although I can adjust the way this is built, and it and when it comes back, it remakes itself visible. There we go. See? But the point of this tutorial is he only had it going one way. He didn't show you how to make it go back. And it's really simple. All we have to do is, let's open up a new level. I would show you a door, but I haven't quite got the rotation down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, and I'm using the top-down sci-fi. I bought that to build my game with, so bear with me if you don't have this. Let's do this. Okay, so I like, most of my doors are open with this. Let's get in front of the sun. Rotate our character around. Whoops. 180. There we go. And moving back. Okay. So what this package has doors that I can use. So I like to use these doors a lot because they fit very well. Let's drop it down to 20. Move this over. Move this back. Wait. Negative 90. 90? No, 70. My bad. Oops. Looking at the wrong number. Negative 235. I'm reading the numbers over here in the location to help push it where I want it to be. Makes for a far more accurate. Oh, it's in it. We'll just have to move it over. There we go. We're not trying to be perfect, but I've been working on my game so much that I kind of am. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take and we're going to make 2 target points. And again, we're going to look over here for this. This is at Z25. It needs to be at 20. 20. Make sure this is at Z20. And this is at 70 on the Y-axis. Boom. And 235, 245. So we just wanted that 2. And we'll just change that one number. 235. This way the door slides in the right direction. So we're just going to move that here, and then we're going to duplicate it and put one on the other side so the door opens. Now normally what I did before my other tutorials, which I want you to completely ignore, is I used to make a matinee and then control both doors with a box trigger. We'll still use the box trigger, so why don't we just go ahead and pull one out. I like to use box triggers. They make things simple. Oh, real quick, make sure these are movable. You can use it with whatever door you want. I'm just showing you with the tools that I'm using. So let's go ahead and make this wide, tall. I'm sure it has no reason to be tall, but I just like making it tall. Normally I would go back and make sure that it doesn't seep to the floor, because what if I have multiple floors? But this is a tutorial and it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and push it up to the door. You know what, let's go ahead and make it elongated too, because we want this to stay open when we come through the door and off the other side, which means we want to elongate this as well. Let's stretch that out. We don't want it to be pretty. This is a tutorial. Okay, that way we don't fall off the edge. Okay, so now let's go open to the blueprints. It might mess up for a second. It did. There we go. That's better. Okay, so real quick, we want to grab the target point. Actually, let's grab the box trigger. Where's the box? There it is. The box trigger. Go into our blueprints, and we're going to type gate. Now for me, I've already gone into the project settings and added an action key, and I call it use action. That way I don't have to keep pressing like E and then, you know, whatever. So use action, so I can, you know, make it real easy for controller use, because I'm actually making a game. And I grab my gate, end overlap, on actor end overlap, and begin overlap. There's another way to find that. I just like typing it. You can right click and add event for trigger 1, collision, end overlap, begin overlap. But I type pretty fast, so I can find it. So we want to, when you press to enter the gate, open the gate, close the gate, and sequence, because we want the door to open and close. So what we do, and I'm gonna show you something cool, is first we want to make a move component. Oop, spelled that wrong. Component 2. I want that up here, and we're gonna have another one. I will show you why I did that in just a second. Move component. Okay, and we want this to take about 1 second for the door to open. Now let's drop back to this menu. We want the target point for the left door, which I usually do left door on top, right door on the bottom. That's just how I do it. We say location get, or just G, and it jumps to get actor location. And we want that to be where the door goes. Now, what's really interesting to note, and I've messed this up a few times, is that this is the point at which is going to be meeting the target point, not the entire door or the center. It's the point at which the door is located on the axis of XYZ. That's the point. That's why I made sure that each one of these is on the same axis, so that it slides right, or correct rather, because this is going left. Okay, so now we click the door without moving it, and we're gonna say get root component, or get root, and then component is really the only thing that comes up. So we drag and drop, and then and then we move this down, and we're gonna come out here. And what he didn't do, what I'm going to do, is I noticed that if you leave it at 0, 0, 0, it can mess up and the door won't move right. So I believe I can run this real quick, and nothing happened. The door's, whoops, the door's movable. Huh, I wonder why it didn't work. It should have. Doesn't matter. We're going to make it work. So come down here and just type in rotation. Oops, typing too fast. Rotation get, and it's get actor rotation. You want the one on the bottom, because if you click the one on the top, it'll give you another doors, and you don't need that. And because of the way I'm building my game, sometimes the doors will glitch through the walls. So what I like to do is toggle the visibility of the door, and then I use the second pin, see what I did there, for a delay, so that the door doesn't become invisible until it's finished moving. Once it's in the door, it becomes invisible. That way it's not glitching out. And then obviously we're going to come down here and type another delay. But we don't need this one just yet because we haven't put in the information. So let's jump back, get the right door, and we're going to go ahead, and my phone is going off. Get root component. I know we haven't put the location in yet. Give me a break. And rotation. Get actor rotation. Set that up. Come back here. Click on the target point on the right. Location. And just squeeze that in there. Make it look as nice as possible because it can get pretty messy. And then come over here with the visibility. Toggle visibility. And that's that. I do have it set to be the collision box, right? Trigger box? Yeah. So if I go ahead and compile. Huh. What is wrong here? I'm gonna delete this. Yes. I'll make another one. I don't know what's wrong with that. It should be working, but we'll make it work. Just spread it out, lift it up, and move it close to the door. More. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and move the character back so we can walk into it, and well, with the box trigger selected. Good God, I'm losing it. Box trigger, geez. Yeah, okay. Gate. Out of it. Collision. Begin overlap. Maybe I did something wrong when I typed it out. I don't know. Oops. No. End overlap. Not bad. My bad, everyone. Begin overlaps to open the gate. End overlap to close it. Compile. Play. The doors don't open. This is very confusing. This is how I've built every door in my game, and then now it's not working, and I don't know why. The doors are set to movable. The target points locations are set. Target point, location, get root component of the door, rotation, component. I honestly can't tell you why it's not working, because this is exactly how I've built every other door in my game. And what this will do is this opens the door, and then you'd repeat the process with another one right where it is, or rather use the current location and and then move it back. But I'm gonna look into one. Hang on, I'm gonna open up another one of my levels and I'll show you this is exactly the same. I'm not gonna save this though because I have no need to. So let's go into the blueprints of this level, and if you can look, you'll see it's exactly the same. You get the triggers, the gate, sequence, door, root component, active location for the target point, rotation, time, delayed visibility. Other doors are exactly the same, but these are set up to oh my God, I figured out why it wasn't working. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm not gonna rebuild that, but I know why it wasn't working. I set it up as a use action instead of a straight up if I overlap with it then move the component. That cuts out a lot of the code. But what you saw, what I did before, is this is if you want it to be like a door that you have to interact with to open. So say I have E set to be my use action, which I do. You'd come in and this is how you would build it. But if you just wanted your character to walk into a spot and the door to open, then you cut out all of the meat and you just do this. You just get the move component to gate, target point, and you just build it the same way, but instead of using the gate sequence and all this other stuff, which, what is this to now? This is the door opposite the pod room. That means I did this door, didn't I? I'm so confused on what I changed. I will have to go back and look at it more in depth. But there you go. These are the doors. For making it go backwards and forwards, you just have to do it twice. You have to go back in, and I went in and I clicked on it in its current position. What are the I'm pointing to my screen like you can see me. My X, Y, and Z location, and I inputted that into the target location instead of making another. Where is it? It's over here. Instead of making another target point, I pointed to it again like you could see me. I inputted the X, Y, Z right here. Hopefully you can see that lighting up. And you just do two of them, one to the target point and then one back. And then what this is when you end overlap, it'll move back, and when you begin. Now you can't just hit return. This is where he was talking about, Tesla Dev was talking, you can't just say return because it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. I don't know why, but it doesn't. You have to say move back. So you have to build two. It's a little extra work, but it's worth it. That's pretty much that. I'm an idiot for not being able to figure that out. I'm gonna build it again. I'm gonna build it exactly again, but I'm gonna cut it. Okay, sorry about that. It crashed on me. I am using Fraps, and Fraps and Unreal don't go together very well. So I'm gonna try and real quick build what we did a minute ago. Speed it up, and I guess you just follow along. Pause it where you need it. Remember, I am using the. I think I said it in the crash version. I'm using sci-fi, the top-down sci-fi. I'm using it as third person because it works well. Okay, and we're back, and this time the doors should work. Oh, one more thing. I always forget that. Oh yeah, oh, well, these doors don't matter. Usually there's a wall here, and they're out of sight, so it doesn't matter. Usually what I do anyway is go in and make them invisible. And then once you've got them working, all you have to do is adjust the target point if you want it to be more specific. You know, again, this is the point that's moving to this point. So this point honestly doesn't need to be that far away. It could be right here. See? And if you put walls here, you don't have to worry about the walls. And it all, because I made the door as big as it is, it opens from both sides. And let me show you the wall thing I'm talking about real quick before I end the video. Right, and so all you do is you just move it up a little bit and move it up a little bit, and it disappears into the walls. Gone. And it come back. So thank you guys for watching, for showing you how to open and close doors using Move Component 2. All you have to do is adjust the rotation and you can make it swing open. But if you want to take a look, there it is. There's the open doors, and this is pretty simple code. I mean, this doesn't get simpler than this. I think this is better than Matinees, because Matinees should be saved for you know, cutscenes and stuff. So, real quick, if you're interested in my game that you saw at the beginning and the tutorial stuff, I have a Facebook page. I will leave the information for it down in the description. It's not in green light yet. It's way too early in development, but if you want to follow development and look at level design and character design, and I won't really be showing off the code, but if you want to, I can show stuff, I guess. But if you want to check that kind of stuff out, go to the link in the description to my Facebook page for the game, and there you will be able to check out the progress so far and what I've done with it, and follow it until it releases sometime in the future, because it's still pretty early in development. But again, thanks for watching, and please go check out my game, and I hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.